You guys watch the Keilberger testimony? We Day brothers, Craig and Mark Keilberger, these two do-gooders from Toronto that have grown up their entire life trying to make a difference for children around the world that have been undressed in the past couple of years due to their own bullshittery, may I add. Did you guys watch any of the proceedings? I watched all of it yesterday because I like that stuff. I watching people get caught in a lie, sweat their dicks off, might be my favorite fucking thing in the world to watch.
Are you talking about the Paul thing?
Here's my question, because James is going to explain why they're in trouble, I think, right? Because
I'll give a little bit of a recap of
why there's 9 investigations into them and their organizations. 9.
Can I ask a question? And I hate that I'm this guy, but when I was first introduced to this group, it was from the perspective of you should bring these guys on the radio, and da 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 da. And I always avoided it because I thought they looked like douchebags.
Like Stepford kids?
And I can't say that I thought that they were doing anything wrong. I just had this feeling that I didn't want to have anything to do with it. Yeah, and you feel guilty because it's supposed to be a good cause, and I was like, what are they doing exactly? And so then I just, rather than have anything to do with it and help promote it, I just avoided it. And I can't to this day go, see, I knew I was right because I didn't know what I was right about. But there was just something off about
Smarmy
that to me.
Yeah.
Yes, slimy.
It's like as if Troy McClure wasn't a cartoon and had 2 bastard children. Something like that.
You know what? You're not far off. It's like McClure and Ned Flanders.
Right.
Mixed their DNA, and they invented these 2 do-gooder kids that turned into real estate magnates, and everybody wants to know fucking why.
I just want to say one thing: the Pierre Poilievre exchange with
I have it.
You want to?
Yeah, you want it?
Here, let me set it up first. So the interesting thing about this is that they're talking past each other, I think. And I'll tell you why. Let's watch it actually first, and I'll tell you why when we come back. Because
Pierre Pepperpot, you want Pierre Pepperpot? Is that what you want?
the Instagram or the LinkedIn thing.
Yeah, so this is it's a neat one. I'll if you don't mind, I'll kind of help you set this up. This is when Pierre Poilievre, Mr. Pepperpot, I call, because I'm pretty sure that's like pepper in French, right? Pretty sure,
maybe. I don't know.
Pretty sure. Close.
I'm in Alberta.
I took 10 years of 10 years of French in Canadian school, so I'm not fluent.
I'm from Alberta. Pepper.
I'm pretty sure I was smoking weed outside during French class.
This is
so I missed that day.
The exchange. James is talking about it, and this was kind of the biggest takeaway from the whole thing. It was fairly boring if you watched it, but this is the biggest takeaway from the Keilberger thing. It's when Pierre Poilievre, who's a conservative, is like, okay, so did you talk to this guy Ben Chin ever, who's Prime Minister Trudeau's assistant, about getting this sole source program? And they're like, nah, fuck, I don't know what you're talking about. And watching him catch them in this lie is kind of legalistic brilliance, if you ask me. I think it's fucking terrific. Here's the clip.
What was the name of the assistant that you claim?
Oh, I like this guy.
Wrote your email through LinkedIn to Mr. Ben Chen.
Mr. Poilievre, I've gotten death threats. Our staff have gotten death threats. The speaking bureau has gotten death threats. I am not naming another employee, especially a former executive assistant, to you, sir.
So we will be asking for it to be handed over to the committee, and we can keep that information from the public. But I want to find out if this person actually exists. Do you commit to giving that person's name to the committee?
With the permission of that person and the conversations that will unfold, we'll get back to you.
He's the runner.
That's a private matter.
The other one's the sausage eater.
He's like, this is someone you claim is writing correspondence to the Prime Minister's office on your behalf. We want to confirm that this person actually exists because the correspondence that has your name on it contradicts the testimony that you've given directly, and you will need to provide it to prove that you in fact actually are telling the truth here, because it's very hard to believe.
Yeah. Did you guys hear that? You heard it all? You got the whole thing?
I did.
That was so. Just so you know, kind of, I'll let you into kind of, if you didn't watch it yesterday. That question told me a lot, not just about, the goings on, but it told me a lot about how fucking crooked Mark or Craig Keilberger was in trying to answer that fucking question. And I know he's going to put himself in legal jeopardy if he answered it honestly, right? But that's the problem. The problem is that if you're not guilty, don't fucking act like it.